Happy to be here for another AI video. Today we have insane AI tools in Google Workspace Gemini 2.5 demo here. Super excited to dive into the AI tools in Workspace using Google. These are the tools that I use every single day. I don't know what tools you guys use. Maybe you use Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, but I have been using Google Sheets, Google Docs, Google Calendar, and of course Gmail to pretty much run my businesses. Everything I do goes through my email accounts through Google and Gmail. So super excited. If you guys are liking the AI reaction videos, over 90% of the viewers of this channel are not even subscribed. So please throw a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel just keep moving, keep chugging along, and reach a broader audience. So with that being said, let's jump into the video, AI tools in Google Workspace.
Just over a month ago, I posted this video about the latest AI updates in Google Workspace, but since then, it honestly feels like a year has gone by because Google just keeps dropping this insane new features so fast it's hard to keep up.
It is.
They've just added Workspace apps into Gemini, so now you can automate a ton of repetitive tasks like checking your emails or adding notes and calendar events. We get access to the smartest AI models in the world. Gemini 2.5 Pro and Flash will soon be able to create audio overviews directly inside of Google Doc, basically getting a podcast-style summary of your document, and we can even
Yo, that's actually sick. You could record podcasts just by telling the AI to write a story about the podcast and then transcribing it. This is one of the main reasons why I switched from ChatGPT to Google Gemini, was for this reason of all these integrations, integrating with Gmail, integrating with YouTube, integrating with Google Sheets, Google Docs. It's like these are unmatched tools that right now only Microsoft really has in terms of Copilot. So this is like one of the best software integrations that I have seen, and that's why I'm excited to use this and learn these and learn why they're what they're doing with Workspace.
Transcribe videos in Google Drive. Now that was a mouthful, but that's not even half the updates I'm going to show you today. So by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use the latest Google Workspace updates to stay super productive. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get right into it. First, let's talk about Workspace apps that you can now access without having to leave Gemini. Just go over to the website and tap on the add sign, and you'll see the list of apps here. We've got Calendar, Keep, Tasks, Gmail, Docs, and Drive. You can literally ask AI to do anything for you here. You could ask it to create a calendar event, to add a note.
And obviously, to prompt this, I've tried to prompt this other ways besides the @ symbol, and I couldn't get it to work. So use the @ symbol and then these pop up.
To add a list of tasks, to check your recent emails, or even ask it to create a document, which is absolutely amazing. And if you click on Gemini Advanced here, you'll see that two very good models have just been added to our Workspace as well. We've got Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is currently the smartest AI in the world. It's the best for complex tasks. It has a huge context window, so it can process a ton of information at once. And we've also just got 2.5 Flash, which is kind of like 2.5 Pro. It's also amazing at advanced reasoning, but it's also much faster. So I'm just going to pick this and demonstrate how it works. I'm just going to tap Add here and choose Gmail. And now I'm just going to ask Gemini to check all of my latest emails I got from sponsors and create a list of them for me. And as you can see, it already starts working with Workspace, getting all of the emails. And just like that, we've got the list of all of our potential sponsors right here. Now, I'd like to take this even further and ask AI to create a list of tasks for me in Google Tasks. So I'm going to tap Add again, and this time I'm going to choose Google Tasks and type out my prompt to create a list of tasks for each email I haven't answered. And as you can see, it starts working with Workspace again. And you'll see that the tasks have been added now. And if I go to Google Tasks, I can see, in fact, that we've got the list of all of the emails that we need to answer. Now, in the same chat, I can ask Gemini to summarize and draft responses to my emails. And if somebody asks me for a meeting, I can now type add right here, choose Google Calendar, and ask it to add this meeting to my calendar for me. It's important to know that the apps feature is still in beta, but you can fully use it. You just have to log into your...
You know, that's what I would use this function for, like she just did right there. I have these emails coming through. I don't have the chance to go through and read them all, summarize them for me. Let's start drafting some response emails, and let's get some calendar dates on there so that we can meet with these people if we have to meet. It's a brilliant use case.
Google admin account, you're going to go to generative AI, click Gemini app right here, and you'll see the Workspace apps feature, which is currently in beta. You're going to click on that, and now you just have to tick the allow access to Workspace apps in beta here, and just click save. And now when you go to Gemini, you'll see that you can access the apps with the @ sign. And also you'll see when you click on the plus icon right here, you can now add documents right from your drive, which makes your work even faster. If you're a fan
Really
of
good
Google,
feature.
make sure to subscribe to this channel. I upload weekly videos on all of the latest Google, so you don't miss any of the future videos. Next, let's get into the Google Drive updates, which is just insane. First of all, when you upload any video to Drive, you can now click on the settings icon and you'll see the transcript button right here. And what that's going to do is to create a transcript of your video minute by minute, which is super useful if you're uploading a ton of episodes to your Drive. Now you know exactly what each one is about, or you can use it to transcribe meetings for free, which will
I mean, that's what I would do for YouTube, because these YouTube videos I've been making don't have captions. They have to be auto typed in, or let YouTube watch the video for a long time. But AI could just watch it in Google, and then you have your captions for your videos.
get into in a minute. Next, we've got the audio overview section inside of Google Docs that is going to go through even the longest of documents and generate a human-sounding podcast about it for you. Now, if you've got this feature, you're going to be able to see it when you hit insert, and you'll see audio right here, and you'll see the audio overview inside it. Now, I personally haven't got it rolled out to me yet, and if you haven't too, there's a very quick workaround that will do absolutely the same thing. You're just going to go to Gemini, you're going to hit plus, add from Drive, and choose the document that you'd like the podcast to be about. Then you're going to hit insert, and you'll see the generate audio overview prompted to you right here. I'm just going to click that, and that's going to do the same thing. Now, imagine you have a very long meeting recording. I've got this one about Tesla Q1 reports, which is about 2 hours long. Now, instead of watching the whole thing, I just like AI to generate a quick audio overview for me that will just go over the most important points. Now, what I can do is upload this video to my Drive. Then I'm just going to hit the settings icon right here, transcript, and I'm just going to copy this whole thing, and I'm going to paste it directly inside an empty Google Docs file. I'm just going to name it. Now I'm just going to go to Gemini. I'm going to press on the plus icon right here and choose our Tesla Q1 reports file right here. And Gemini 2.5 has a very long context window, as I've mentioned before, so it's going to have no problem processing all of this information at once. And just like that, we've just saved ourselves about 2 hours, because instead of watching the whole thing, I could just listen to this quick audio overview. Last time, I already showed you that Google Meets can now transcribe and take notes in meetings for you, but now they have made this update available in more languages, which is amazing. Now, this upgrade isn't very obvious, so let me show you how you can access it. So the first thing you're going to do is go to Google Meets.
I actually been using Google Meets a lot more, and I really like the features they have on there. The video filters that you can put on yourself, the backdrops are really nice, and now they have the AI translation that I actually saw when I was on there last night. Incredible technology.
And start a new meeting, which is what I'm going to do. You're going to see double right now. Next, I'm just going to click on this pencil right here, and you'll see that you can already start taking notes in English. Now, to change the language, you're just going to hit this English hyperlink right here, and then you'll see more languages. Now, Google will up it to 30 languages soon, but right now we've only got 7 basic ones. We've got French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Spanish. I'm going to choose Spanish, of course, because that's the only language I speak from this list, unfortunately. So I'm just going to choose this. And now when you take notes, you'll see that you've got Spanish, Alpha, written here, and you can just start taking notes in Spanish. So I'm going to go ahead and start this meeting. Hola a todos, en esta reunión hablaremos sobre las nuevas actualizaciones en Google Workspace. few moments after your meeting ends, everybody who was in it will receive an email from Gemini with the meeting notes. I've just got it right here, as you can see, from Gemini, and it says to open meeting notes. It's in English for some reason, but I don't think it matters that much. I'm just going to go ahead and open it. And on the left right here, you'll see that we've got the meeting transcript, and we've also got notes. Now, it didn't do so well in the meeting transcript. As you can see, it actually transcribed everything I said, but it made a ton of mistakes. Like it says that it's Google Workspace instead of Workspace, and there are a ton of mistakes here. But I guess I can just fix them super easily with the help of Google here. And then everybody who has that file will see the updates immediately. But if we go to notes, you'll see that it actually did really well. So first it gives us a little description of the meeting. Now it understood the Workspace was actually Workspace. And here we've got more details of the...
Hey, this is a really cool feature for people who do business on the internet and they want to do meetings on Google Meet. You could do your meeting on Google Meet. You don't have to even write notes anymore. Just have a conversation, get your ideas across, conversate, and then Google Gemini is going to take that whole meeting and transcribe it to notes for you if you want it to, right? And then you could go back and rethink about your meeting of, oh, I should have said this, I should have did this, we should have talked about that. And now you have all your notes there, so you remember what you talked about and you got your points across. It's such a good technology.
The meeting. Now, I wish this was a little bit better organized, but it's okay. And we could use the help me right here to just fix it and organize it a little bit more. It will take me maybe a minute or so to edit. So very good overall. Next, let's get into a few more updates we got out of the Gemini app and Notebook LM. First, when you go to Gemini, you'll see that a few more things have just been added to the chat window. We've got deep research and canvas. Now, I've already told you how to use deep research before, but now it's just so much more powerful. It now analyzes a ton more sources, and it also looks into PDFs and YouTube videos for you. Say you want to research materials for my new AI course for businesses, and I'm just going to tell it to look into AI skills needed to succeed, leading AI tools and their features, best AI platform for different tasks like coding and accounting, and how to adapt and where to look for updates. So I'm just going to hit deep research and send that in. And you'll see that it will start working. At first, it's going to give us a research plan, just like it did before. But now we're just going to start research, and I'm going to show you what it's going to do. So if we look at thinking here on the right, you'll see that Gemini separates its research into different steps. And for each step, it pulls more and more different sources. As you can see, for step 1, it found all of these websites. Then for step 2, it went on and found even more websites. And for step 3, more websites. And as you can see, we've already got it.
I actually just had a conversation with my father who was using Gemini, and he's like, I'm using this deep research function, but it's taking like 25 minutes to run stuff. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like it's taking way too long. But it goes through so much data and so much research to be able to do this deep research prompt that once I tried it out myself, I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense on why it takes long. And like she's showing, look at all the different websites it's going through. Look at all the different information it's trying to process. It can take some time.
Researching about 165 websites, so it is really detailed and deep. A couple of minutes later, our research paper is ready. It's absolutely amazing. It went in and researched everything I asked it for. We've got a couple of tables right here, so it's super deep and detailed. There are several things I can do here now. If I press on this icon right here, I can generate an audio overview just like we did before, so I can just quickly listen to this instead of reading the whole thing. But what I'm actually going to do is to export it to docs, because next I'd like to show you how the Canvas feature works. So I'm just going to open a separate chat right here, click Canvas, and then I'm just going to hit plus and add this file from Drive. So you're going to add our research paper right here. Now, Canvas is perfect for creating an editable file that you can just go back and forth with AI on. So I'm just going to ask it to generate a course outline and separate it in lessons. So what that's going to do is generate an editable file for me that I can just go back and forth with AI on. As you can see right here, it just typed it out, and we've got our materials separated in different lessons, and I can just go in here and add things manually or ask AI to improve something or remove something. So it's absolutely amazing and super useful. Now let's touch on Notebook LM updates, because the Plus features are still completely free to anyone with a Workspace account. And if you're still not using this free Google tool yet, seriously, what are you doing? It can save you so much time on tasks like research, marketing, sales, and onboarding. Now, say you have HubSpot as your CRM and you'd like to teach your new employees how to use it. So you can create a notebook for that and use the brand new
Notebook
feature
LM.
Discover Sources that will find articles.
Guys, I've never used Notebook LM. From what it sounds like it's useful to her. If you guys have tried it, please let me know in the comments below. I would definitely like to check it out. Give me some use cases for how you use it for marketing plans, courses, research, or meeting transcriptions. It says here are examples. So if you guys use it, drop it in the comments below and tell me why you use it.
Articles, PDFs, and YouTube videos for you. So I'm just going to click that and I'm going to type HubSpot support articles. And at first, I'm just going to say, for example, adding leads. And what that's going to do is going to find all support articles from HubSpot about adding leads. And as you can see, it just found those articles. Now I'm just going to hit import. And now I'm just going to hit Discover Sources again. And now I'd like to find some YouTube video tutorials. So I'm just going to say YouTube tutorials HubSpot. And it's just going to go ahead and search for YouTube videos for me on this topic. And I'm just going to hit import again. You can keep adding more and more sources on different parts of the CRM until your knowledge base is complete. And now your employees can learn in a very fun way. For example, they could create a mind map that will organize all the content they need to learn, and they could just click on different parts of it and learn from it. Or if they have a technical question, instead of searching through documentation for hours or nagging someone.
The mind map is actually one of the first things I did when I started using AI and started coding with AI. I created an application called Mind Map, and it was you were able to just put different tasks in, and it had ChatGPT integrated with it, and ChatGPT would analyze the previous task you put in, and then not tasks necessarily, but ideas that you would have. And it would separate the ideas that you had and then put it with the ideas that it would go with. So if you had, your work stuff, your workout plan, you had kitchen ideas, meal ideas, you just drop it in, and then the AI would organize it, and it would all kind of work together cohesively. That was a fun little app to build, and this kind of just reminded me of that.
They could just ask AI about it. So for example, they could type in, how could I delete a lead? Send that in, and your notebook will answer for you instead of them having to search for it. Lastly, I'd like to touch on video generation. Now, Google released VO2, which is a video generation model, a couple of months ago, but now they're adding it to more places. So as we speak, they're adding it to Gemini Advanced and Gemini Advanced for Workspace slowly. Some people have already got it, so soon you'll just...
Guys, now that this video that I'm making is out, VEO3 is out, and it is the best video generation app that I have used by far. It's insane. I think we're going to do our next video on VEO3, so make sure to subscribe so you can see that video.
Be able to click on the model name, choose VO2, and ask AI to generate any video for you. Google have also released the Google Vids app to Workspace, but everybody was just commenting that it was useless and that it was going to get discontinued soon. But with the new video generation feature, I don't think so, because if you go to Google Vids right here, first of all, you can use AI to kind of generate the video outline and script for you. So that's going to take care of that. And you can also add a ton of Google files that you've already got in your drive. And then you get redirected to this video editor right here. And there are a ton of AI features here that could be super useful. First of all, when you hit on the transcript icon right here, you can just type out your script for each section, and then you can generate the voiceover with AI instead of paying for platforms like 11 Labs. And soon, some people have already got it. You'll be able to press on this video generation icon and generate your video with AI. So I think overall, it could be pretty useful with all of these AI features. Check out the previous Google Workspace Updates episode to make your colleagues jealous of your
All right, cool guys. That was a really good video showing some of the Google Workspace tools that Gemini is now integrating with, and being able to create different documents, pull in different documents, and analyze data. I think it was a really good video, and that's why I'm watching these, is to understand this AI wave better every single day. Just learn more about it, understand use cases for it inside of the Google Gemini platform. If you guys made it this far in the video and you guys want to work with me on real world AI applications and real AI systems and processes, go to the link in the description of the video and you guys could join the Taylor's Code. It's an online network and community where we work on entrepreneurial endeavors and invest in cryptocurrency and stocks and fitness. So really invest in yourself. So go check out the Taylor's Code, message me on my Instagram or wherever you're watching this on YouTube, comment. All right, and we'll see you guys on the next video.